This is the Autosamdri 814B sample drying at critical point temperature dryer system. The system has the carbon dioxide hooked up to it at the inlet, and there are a couple of vent ports and a bleed valve. Also, these are the inlet adjust valves, manual needle valves, and there is a manual timer adjust knob, and the switches for manual operation or automatic operation. The system is powered at 110 volts, and also there are two gauges, one indicating the heat exchange chamber pressure and the temperature. There are 4 steps involved to do the sample dry process, drying at critical point temperature, and which is possible by operating the manual switches. So the first switch is for cooling operation, and filling up, and purge, heat, and these are the 4 steps. And the next 2 buttons are for bleeding and venting. So I have my gas cylinder already hooked up. CO2 at high pressure. Now, the first step, manually cooling. The temperature is dropping. So as soon as the temperature drops to 0 degrees Celsius, we have to proceed to the next step. That is filling up. The filling process. Cooling and filling is done. While filling, you have to turn on the purge so that all the ethanol in the sample chamber will be purged out. And the purge vent adjust will enable to adjust the purge rate. So turn off the purge and turn on the heat button. Now the exchange chamber should start heating up. Till the critical point temperature is reached. Critical point drawing using the Autosamdri system. In order to preserve the three-dimensional structure, one must avoid the sudden change of densities with a dry cycle while drying in an air dryer. So this enables the sample to be prepared for a scanning electron microscope observations. You can show that now the heating process is going on. Usually the time for that is about 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Once the heating process is done, close the inlet valve and turn on the bleed just in case. You can regulate the bleed pressure, and also once the pressure drops to zero, you can vent the purge and vent valve turns on. Once that is accomplished, the next step would be to open the lid and take out the sample. I'm going to turn on an automatic cycle in a minute. Another cycle. The heat process is enabled. So just initiated the bleed process, so the pressure is going to drop. Well, the heater seems to be still on. The cool step in automol has to be also performed manually by manually turning on the cool mode in order to cool the chamber temperature. Once Once the chamber temperature goes below 0 degrees, then start operating in auto mode, and then the advanced button will automatically switch from cool to fill mode, and then it will further go heat, bleed and purge vent mode automatically. However, the purge time duration can be set using the knob, the timer knob here. We can select either 0 to 15 or 0 to 30 minute cycles. Overall, the critical point sample drying cycle involves about 30 to 35 minutes duration. Carbon dioxide filling in the chamber. Right there. That's the liquid carbon dioxide filling in the chamber. Once it fills up and the pressure goes up to 900 psi, the filling will stop automatically. Chamber is full, we can advance it to the next step. That is fill and purge vent, during which the sample will be purged at the same time filled up in order to initiate the critical point operation, drying process. Now the heat cycle is on. The temperature will start to increase and the pressure will start to rise, goes way about 1200 psi. And we are taking advantage of the critical point of CO2, which is 31.6 degrees Celsius. It is heating. Generally, the heat process is about 12 to 15 minutes. I'm advancing it to initiate the bleed, the next step. The pressure will start to go down as the CO2 bleeds off the chamber. And show them. It will take a few minutes. Usually the decrease of pressure rate is about 100 psi per minute. Once the pressure goes down into 300 psi range, the bleed will stop and the purge vent will be initiated.